How is it that you invite him to your Florida residence, as Trump calls it, and then you're going to make a deal with him after you said that they raped? Well, China knows that they've cooked their currency. China knows. Trump knows. And yes, China knows that Trump knows. So who cares? Scrutinize all you want. But I believe that Donald Trump is going to be able to make excellent deals with China, and we need China's help. At this time, with the idiot in North Korea, loose cannon, and as John McCain likes to call him, the fat kid, well, he's a fat, crazy kid, and he needs to be stopped, but it's China that's feeding him and giving him the money that they need, and Iran. But China can stop this. China can lead. China can do something great, and guaranteed part of the discussion there will be those particular things. Because now a newest report said that there will be a nuke on one of those missiles that he's able to launch, will be capable of reaching the U.S. mainland in less than 2 years, if not 2. That's what the experts are putting it on right now. So that's 24 months away where this crazy can go ahead and launch that. But they're relentless in their pursuit to make things happen. So anyways, that's making news. And here's a major poll. And this is incredible. Majority of Americans believe the media favors one political party is often inaccurate. And as is according to a new Gallup poll, 62% of Americans believe that the media favors one party over the other, while only 27% believe it favors neither party. And I'm just kind of curious. For those, the 27% believe that it favors neither party. Do you read many newspapers? Do you read the New York Post, the Daily News, Newsweek, LA Times, Boston Globe? Do you read any of these newspapers? According to the poll, 62% of Americans believe that the media favors one party over the other, while only 27% believes it favors neither party. And the Gallup asked respondents who said that the media favors a party, which party it favors. 64% said the media favors Democrats, 64%, and 22% said it favors Republicans. See, do you not see the bias? Do you not see it? Oh, no, the Dems, oh, that's not true. And, the Daily Show and Jimmy Fallon and all the nightly broadcasts sit there and they will bash him. And Sean Spicer was sitting with a bunch of children, and that's how he treats the press. Well, I kind of like it. Somebody needed to finally, once and for all, actually stand up to the press, to the media. And Donald Trump's done just that. And had he not, he would have not been able to get where he's gotten. That's a fighter. And if you believe, as I believe, and so many believed that voted for Donald Trump, is that he is going to fight the same way for us to make America great again. And that needs to be echoed and continue to be echoed. So if you're a little down, let me say that Donald Trump is not given up on America. He's just begun. He's just got started. Yes, he's had some bumps. Yes, he's going to have bumps. There's going to be growing pains, and that just happens. Obama had it. People were let go. People were hired. People were fired. It happens with Bush. It happens with all presidents. This is not an anomaly. A lot of people, they freaking out. They say, well, but they didn't have this many investigations. They didn't have this. The investigations primarily are trying to show that Russia was the main reason why Donald Trump is the president. And it's going to show conclusively that's not true. But what is known as now is that the Obama administration pulled out all stumps. They did everything they possibly could to try to show some kind of collusion with Russia and with the associates because of things that Donald Trump may have said about me and him are going to make deals, me and Vladimir. Well, there must be some kind of business deals going on for them to be chums to work all these things out. And to me, it would have definitely been better not to say that, but they had to find something, some smoking gun, to try to explain to folks that voted because they have something now, a security blanket they can hang on to and say he stole the presidency, just like Al Gore. I got the popular vote. Just like the Dems. Well, Hillary got the popular vote. Well, he stole the presidency. There's people that believe that. From the left, hook, line, and sinker, that he stole it, he bought it, and the Russians got it for him, and that he doesn't belong here. So he's not a legitimate president. Bizarre. But I just thought that this poll was an excellent reminder of what we already know about the mainstream media, and this was put out by The Blaze, by the way. You can check it out at theblaze.com. It's a great, feisty newspaper and an online deal where Glenn Beck and his folks do real news. And, folks, these are the numbers that you have to share where people say there's no bias. Print out the report today about it. Again, I'll read it again. According to the poll, 62% of Americans believe that the media favors one party over the other, while only 27% believe it favors neither party. And I'm willing to bet the 27% don't even read the newspapers. A lot of people don't even read the newspapers. But if they do get something, it's kind of odd. Is it odd, or do they pre-program news feeds into cell phones where people get Google or Yahoo Mail, and you know who in the heck is running that? The left, clearly, and then they have their slanted agenda to it. So there you go. All right, matching funds. Where's our news sounder here. All right, $500. I have a supporter of the show who says if you put $500 up today, so whether it's 5 people that get $500, et cetera, then they'll match the $500. And I'll give you a book and a coffee mug if you want to do that right now, but it'll help us to get closer to that $5,000 goal that we have right now. And we have some spiffs, as we call them, the book and a coffee mug for the people. But let's take advantage of that matching fund right now. I'll tell you what, deals like that don't come often. I got the phone call this morning. I'd like to do this for you, though. It was a really beautiful thing, but it's going to take either one of you to give $500 right now at forthepeopleshow.com, or 5 of you to give $500, or whether a bunch of you want to give $50 or whatever. But we got to get up to at least $500 today so they can match it. So if we get 500 people to give $1, you hear what I'm saying? All right, yeah, if we got to go that route, then probably not going to get the book and the coffee mug, so that's why we got to put the number a little bit higher. But some of you are able to do it. For those that can, and maybe you have a business or something like that, maybe you want to advertise your business, you can be anonymous, too, when you give the gift. If you just want to use your first name, or just be anonymous from, whatever city you're in, Anchorage, Alaska, maybe you're listening to in Wisconsin, maybe you're in Appleton, Nina, maybe you're there in Stonington, Maine. Wherever you listen, the Midwest, maybe you're in Southern Illinois, maybe you're out west, maybe you're in Nevada. Where are you today? Log on to forthepeopleshow.com. That is where you can go ahead and make that online donation. By the way, Bill Apcar is our guest. He's a vet. Something horrible happened to him. You're going to hear his story coming up next. But help For the People grow across this country. We're listener-supported, 100%. We appreciate our partners across the country and our affiliate stations that carry our program daily. God bless you. We'll be back live across America with For the People.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please call or go online with your gift right now.
The internet is a big place, but 123 Ready TV has made it easy to start enjoying all of the current movies you enjoy and those movie classics. What if I told you that you could start streaming everything now and all the latest movies for just $19.99? And it's a one-time charge, not monthly. 123 Ready TV is a media app that you can have on your PC or your Android phone. You see, this app allows you to stream movies and TV shows, weather, and anything you already have on your PC or your phone or on the internet. Plus, no commercials. Find out why so many people are using this amazing media player. Start saving money and start enjoying all your favorite TV shows now and movies for just a one-time payment of $19.99. To get yours, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com and click on the store page for your 123 Ready TV. $5,000. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Apcar was our guest yesterday, and we sat in studio. He couldn't be with us live, so what we did is we had him come into the studio to tell his story, and it was very emotional for him. So I just wanted to break in here before we went in to kind of just give you a little of the backstory from yesterday. Bill served in the Navy. And he was sodomized, and it's a tough story, so listen in with an open mind, and vets have suffered from this, thousands, apparently across the country, and it definitely changed him in a lot of negative ways, unfortunately, but it's sad when people actually don't listen, so we decided to give him some airtime to be able to tell his story, and I think it was the right thing to do. Expand. So if you'll listen in, and here we go. Keith Allen, and For the People as we continue. And speaking about continuing, we are in the process of raising $5,000 to expand this broadcast all over the country, and your help would be most appreciated. And I would love to call your name out nationwide. So when you give your donation, whether it's $1, it's $10 or $20, or even if you want to give $1,000, we'd be most grateful for that. Now, in studio, I have a great guest. I have known this guy for several years, and he is a patriot. He has served our country faithfully. But unfortunately, something went wrong. When he joined the military, something called sodomy. That's something that a lot of people don't like to talk about. A lot of senators don't like to talk about. The main reason is people want to think that our military is safe and that these things don't happen. But there is a dark side to the military. And I guess what I'm wondering, Bill Apcar, is you're going to tell your story, but let me ask you this one question before we take people back from the very beginning so they can have this in context of exactly when you got started and all that other stuff. Has there been any changes in policy with the military so these awful things don't